What's the difference in the math between ETF replay calculations and Dr. Ken Long's first generation BMR systems? This is Bill Scheid from Applied Finance Research, and that's the question we're going to answer in this video. So looking at the math for ETF replay, the first step is that they rank the funds by total return for each look-back period. So here's what that looks like. If we're looking at the 6-month total returns, we have these three symbols, and we have 7%, 24%, and 6%. We would give them the following ranks: 2, 1, and 3, based on these returns. And then we would do the same thing for the 3-month look back. So if we have 17%, 11%, and 5%, we would give them these ranks 1, 2, and 3. From there, ETF replay multiplies the ranks by their respective weightings to produce a weighted rank, and then the weighted rankings are sorted low to high to produce a subsequent overall rank. So in the example that we have here, we would multiply 0.3 by 2 because we're ranking the 6-month look back at 30%, and AAA was ranked number 2 for that look back period. And then we would rank, we would multiply 70%, that's our 3-month look back, by 1 because AAA was ranked first for 3 months. So we would get a weighted rank of 1.3. And then we would repeat the same process for our 3 symbols. We'd have 3 weighted ranks right here, and then we would sort them low to high to produce our final overall rankings of 1, 2, and 3. So that's how it's done in ETF replay. Now, in the first generation BMR systems that Dr. Ken Long taught, the part that is different is that this ranking step right here does not happen. And the math down here is done a little bit differently. So in the case of AAA, 0.3 would be multiplied, instead of by 2, it would be multiplied by 7%, and 0.7 would be multiplied, instead of by 1, it would be multiplied by 17%. So essentially, ETF replay adds this relative strength ranking process here, whereas the first generation BMR systems just use the returns and multiply them by the weighting. Now, the results are very, very similar. If you look back over long periods of back tests, you will get some slight differences, but not major differences. So the system results are going to be very, very close. Either way, you're going to have an excellent system. It's just interesting to know the difference. So the first generation systems, if you wanted to sum it up, would be straight momentum, whereas ETF replay adds this relative strength component, this relative strength ranking component to straight momentum. Either way, you can't go wrong, and you're going to end up with a fabulous system. This is Bill Scheid from Applied Finance Research. Thank you very much for watching, and happy trading.